Leonarda Jonie explains how modern feminism was designed by the CIA to destroy the family unit. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious feminism is a CIA concoction. The new wave feminism, to be specific, was created to destroy the traditional family. And look at it. Look what feminism teaches. Feminism teaches that it's okay for a woman to go around and be promiscuous. Feminism teaches that a woman don't have to bear children. It can be all about her and all these other things that feminism is. They believe that men in itself is of masculinity in itself is toxic and all these other things. This is all feminism. And it is destroying our community. So we're going to play the clip. We're going to hear what Leonarda has to say about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. There you'll find a link to my Patreon where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get to the clip. Here we go.
Knew nothing about picking men, because again, had this training that was like, I don't need you to do nothing for me. I got it. And then you do get those kind of guys who don't want to give you anything. And then they'll claim to be feminists because it lets them off the hook from any kind of responsibility. And you're like, oh, you're just a loser. Like, that's what you are. So I learned a lot through trial and error. And one of the things I've learned is if you, and this doesn't matter if you want to have kids or not, but if you look at the person you're dating and you go, I would never have your children, you need to get out immediately, because that was the way that we screened out loser genetics.
True.
It was the women were the gate, we were the gate. We were like, hey, if you don't have the ability to thrive in the world and to fight and to protect and to nurture, I can't be with you because.
But now, especially in the black community, women is having children with people they have no business having children with. And then and the fathers disappear or the father goes to prison and all these other things. And then the woman have to depend on the government for food stamps, for subsidies and housing and all these other things. But really, that's the man's job. That's the father's job. And he's nowhere around because she chose poorly. And not only that, you have women that have 4, 5, 6 baby daddies and all these other things. And they continue to cycle. And it's crazy. And this is what feminism say. That's feminism. That's what feminism says is okay. This is what they pushing. Want to be dependent on daddy government.
If I get pregnant, I'm out of commission for 2 years.
Right. I guess so.
So
yeah.
that whole thing, the whole dismantling of the gender relationships that really held our society together was because of the CIA-led feminism that just became this hatred of men. And I'm not saying that there weren't things that we needed, right? Women need protection from bad men. This is true. But we also need protection from the government. And the only thing that can defend us against both of those things are good men. So we've thrown out the baby with the bathwater. We saw, some dudes who were totally abusive in their power, and we're like, this is all men. But the only thing that's ever saved a woman from an abusive man has been a good man.
Facts.
So, you mentioned the CIA-led feminism.
Yes.
When I found out that, Gloria Steinem was CIA.
She was totally CIA.
Isn't that amazing?
Yep. And then she told women. This is why I'm so disgusted by these people, okay? Because they knew what they were doing, and they brainwashed them and they manipulated them. She told these women, hey, if you don't get a job and go to work, you are a traitor to all women.
Yep.
So women who had no desire to be in the workforce, women who were very happy having families, who were very integral to that part of life, entered the workforce. Doing what? What are you doing? You're a secretary?
Right? Well, you could be at home helping grow your family, being there for your family. Then trad wives or traditional wives get such a bad rap for doing the right thing, which is helping take care of their family. You should want to be able to be at home to take care of your family. And like she said, be a secretary. What, you gonna go and put in hard work for someone else to make money instead of going home, instead of being at home and taking care of your family? Are you for real?
And that's worth not raising the next generation in a way that is really important. I see a lot of these young girls in their 20s who are like, oh, I have to have an abortion because my career is going to be derailed. I'm like, what's your career? Crazy. You're like, oh, you're in middle level marketing. That's a made up job. That's not real. No, nobody's going to remember. You're a cog in the machine. The most significant impact you could have is on your child, way more
Facts.
Than any of that crap, you know? So, I mean, that's how I feel about it. And it took me a long time to get there. I hope to spare younger women from having to take that long.
Wow. She knows exactly what she's talking about. I'm going to have to check out some of her comedy. But wow, she's right on point when it comes to that feminism, destroying the family, being created, the CIA creation. She's absolutely 1000% correct on all of this. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.